Hey everybody, I'm Mad Mark. I'm down here at Otter 2025 with DMMTB. He's chucked me in the deep end, folks. He is behind the camera for once. I've got Jen here from RakLox. Now, if you haven't seen, or if your feed hasn't been blowing up lately, RakLox is the new latest thing for bike theft security for mountain bikes. So we're going to introduce Jen. We're going to talk a little bit about it. So don't go away and listen, because your bike is valuable and worth saving. Correct? Yes. Right, let's go. Jen, RakLox, tell us all about it. What is it? How does it work? And how did you come up with the idea?
Well, I used to be an aircraft technician in the Navy for about 21 years, and I decided to leave the military, but I didn't know what to do with myself. And we were out racing and always using those big old clunky chains, and I just was wishing that somebody would come up with a better idea. I sort of wished for about a year, and then I sort of said to my partner, I'm done with this, I'm going to make it myself. So I went on a huge journey, lots of
Tech and design and R&D.
Yeah, testing. This is probably version, I don't know, 1,000. And loads of testing. I've had sponsored riders testing this very lock, and it's always coming back with rave reviews. Some won't even go anywhere without this lock anymore, because it's a second tether. Not just the lock, it's a second tether onto your rack, and then it's the only lock on the market that won't actually damage your bike. So the reason why I created this is because it was so clumsy using those big heavy chains, and you can't ride with it. You can't drive with it, sorry. So when you're driving, those big heavy chains, they're going to smash on your carbon frame and destroy it. So I wanted to create this so it wouldn't touch your frame at all, and I wanted to make it easy as possible. So you're not going to get in the car and think, oh, should I lock the bike? It's not even a second thought anymore. You literally pop it on and it's 3 seconds. So it comes with a key, and you don't actually need this key to pop it in. So when you're not using it and you're out in the trails, it stows in place in its own neat little stowage area here. When you come back, you literally pop your bike back on your rack, you grab this, and it's done in about 3 seconds. It's the only thing on the market that actually just pops straight in. It's fully integrated with your bike. So this is our anchor point. That goes into your steerer tube. You turn this with our tool, the tangs go out, and it locks into place. It's only about 40 grams if you're a weight weenie and you wanted to know that. So that's it. It literally does not touch your bike, and you can adjust this chain. So this is adjustable for a lot of different racks. This one here will fit a lot of different racks here: grip sport, roller rack, shingle back, and then we've got another one for the other bars that are rectangle, so that's single trail as well.
Let's talk about how we adjust the chain. So I was actually lucky enough to actually install one of these on my six stacker just recently, and straight away the chain was too long, and I thought, oh no, it's actually too long. But this is a really neat little system. So tell us a little bit about that, because there's no cutting or grinding or anything needed, because the chain is also really special as well, which we'll talk about. It's just not a regular chain. It's not a regular chain. So let's talk about how we adjust it.
So I came up with this idea after months and months and months of trialing other stuff that just didn't quite work. That I tried so many different things, and then one day I had a piece of blue tack in my hand, and I thought, you know what? If I just move this chain and pop this here, it restricts the movement. And it just came to me, and I was like,
Eureka moment.
Yeah. So I thought, right, we need to create a plug. So me and my engineer sat down and we thought, how do we get that plug so you can actually get it in there? That was the biggest thing. It's all well and good making something that'll fit, but how do you get it in there and get it to stay in? So this is actually an awesome little design. So it stays in there. It's a bit hard to get in and out, which is good.
Yeah.
So it's actually really simple, super simple. It's this tiny little, about 1 centimeter round in diameter, and it's got little shoulders on it here, so it actually holds into the chain itself. So all you do is literally slide this up, create the hole for it, and you pop it in. So that's it,
That's really neat.
It comes with two already. So if you've got a rack that you just need a tiny bit of adjustment, it's already in the packet. But if you've got a rack, say like shingle back, and the rack, this whole cradle comes forward, then your bike will be really close to that rack. So you can buy these and put up to 11 in there if you like. I had a guy that had one of those racks, and I fitted many, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
It has a huge range, and the reason why I did it was because I needed something that was universal for everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of design has gone into literally every single component in here. And yeah, lots of it's actually aircraft grade because, you know, I used
Well, let's talk about the chain, because straight away, I know all you YouTubers and followers at home are going to go, oh, but it's just a normal chain, and I've got a chain from Bunnings. This is not a Bunnings chain, right?
No.
Right, tell us about the chain.
So the chain is actually square link high security chain. So it's hardened on the outside, soft on the inside, which you might think sounds terrible, but a normal chain is hardened all the way through. So if you pop that on the ground and push on it, it will actually explode under pressure. So it will shatter, and I've had it in my workshop under other loads, under testing, and it shatters. I had the same guy who was about 130 kilos with a 1.5 meter bolt cutters. I had him push on that chain and it exploded, and then I had him try this and it had a slight dent. You could almost not see it. So that's the whole reason why it's softer on the inside, because it actually won't shatter under pressure.
Okay, Jen, and one more thing, adjustability for six stackers, or say you've got a tailgate system where your bikes are on the back of the tailgate. Will RakLox fit everybody's application? No,
so at the moment we're just vertical racks. I've just brought this to market. I'm literally brand new, Australian made. I'm actually a veteran as well. So I've stayed local. I really want to support veterans and employ them in the end. So when I get bigger, I'm going to be employing people like me who can't really be employed in a normal job and want something that's more easy going and you know, something that they can really put their head around and support.
So maybe version 3 and 4, as you expand, there'll be more of this. So okay, that's fantastic.
I'm currently working with a couple of other horizontal rack companies, and they are keen to be working with me and to be able to actually adjust this. Even one of them actually is thinking about having it so it's more for specific to their rack. I'm not going to mention the name just yet, but it will be specifically for that rack, and then I'll have other universal ones that will go around. So I've actually made, this is a prototype already. I'm not quite happy exactly with this one yet, so it's still in the working process. But essentially the pin will go through here. When the keys aren't on, it's a bit easier. But the pin will go through there and lock around your rack.
Brilliant.
And then you'll be able to lock it the same system as this, using that pin. So loads and loads of engineering has gone into this pin. The pin actually goes through the chain as well, which means you can't snap it off because there's no weak points there, no tangs to snap it off or anything like that. And the way it locks in is using these balls. And the reason why I've done that is because if you try and pry that off, that pin will spin and you can't actually get any purchase on it. It's also tapered here, so you can't get any purchase on that if you're a thief and you're trying to get it away.
So fantastic.
Loads and loads of design and pattern.
Fantastic.
Difference.
Fantastic. So, just a real quick recap, folks. RakLox, bike theft and security is on the rise. You want to protect your investment. Not only that, Australian made right here down in Nara, supporting the veterans. Jen from RakLox. There's going to be some big news, hopefully some fairly big players actually stocking RakLox in the future. So keep an eye out, support Jen and her team. That's us, Mad Mark, from Otter 2025 with DMTB behind the camera.